Hi, this is Mrs. Knopf, and today we are going to continue working in our book with line 29, Rest Stop. And we're playing on the trombone today. So we have something new today. We have quarter rests. So as you scan through line 29 and you see these really strange squiggly lines, those are your quarter rests, and they're the silent equivalent of a quarter note. So that's the only thing that's new today. So we're going to start at the beginning and see what we have. We always start with our bass clef, and then we have our key signature. We have two flats in the key signature. We have a B flat on the second line. This tells us all Bs are played B flat. And then we have an E flat on the third space. That tells us that all E's are played E flat. Two flats in your key signature will tell us that we are in the key of B flat. Then we are in 4/4 time. There's our time signature. We have 4 beats in every measure, and the bottom number tells us the value of the whole note, even if we don't have a whole note. We can still use the information to figure out the value of everything else. So if the whole is worth 4, half of a whole is a half of 4 is 2, so the half note at the very end gets 2 beats. Then half of a half is a quarter, half of 2 is 1. So everything else, the quarter notes and the quarter rests, get 1 beat each. So now we're going to go through and see what we have. And you have to make sure that you count through everything. And all of these quarter rests, if you need to breathe, that's a great time to do it. So we're going to start in measure 1. We have a D on the third line. We are in 4th position. That's where the top of your outer slide is about even with the bell. So that's beat 1. We rest for beat 2. And then beat 3, we are out in 6th position for the C that's on the second space. Beat 4 is a quarter rest. Then measure 2, we are back to 4th position D, C, and then B flat in 1st position, that's on the second line, rest on beat 4. In measure 3, we have an E flat, 3rd position, where the part of the slide we hold is about even with the bell. 2 quarter rests back to back. Then beat 4, we're in 4th position D. Measure 4, we start with a quarter rest, and then we are in 1st position F, 3rd position E flat, then 4th position D. Go right to the next line. We have a quarter rest on beat 1. We are in 3rd position for the E flat, then 4th position for the D, and another quarter rest. In the next measure, we are skipping line to line like an arpeggio. So we have B flat in 1st, D in 4th, F in 1st, then we have a quarter rest. Measure 7, beat 1 is also a quarter rest, so we have 2 back to back. We start on the same F, move to E flat in 3rd, move to D in 4th, and then go on down to C in 6th position. You can stay in 6th position for the F that follows, or you can come into 1st position, and then you end on a half note B flat, 1st position. So make sure you start each note with a T sound and breathe as you need to whenever you come up on a quarter rest. So here we go. 4th position D. 1, 2, ready. And that's it for line 29. I hope the rest didn't mess you up too much. I hope you're able to keep up and that you find this helpful. We'll see you next time.